Well, I mean, prison is never a place that anybody wants to live. But to hear the stories of people just stripped down naked, treated as animals, and the fact that certain people had to die that day, and the food. I mean, the food was hardly worth eating. And to know that people had to endure that day after day after day, all because they opposed the leader of the country. It's just it should not happen in today's world. But here we are, and I'm anxious to go back home and tell the American people what I saw here. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we heard from Mortisam, as his experience here, and then as we see what's happening in the streets here of Syria, and the new energy that people have and the optimism that people have. And as the government makes decisions, the new government makes decisions, it'll be very helpful in having the United States understand what the changes are here, and that the sanctions lifted would be a huge economic boom. But again, that would be President Trump's decision. But as a member of Congress, I can go back home and share with my colleagues and share with the president and others and tell the story of the changes that are happening in Syria, and that we want to be here to support that. We would not want to see Syria fall back in the hands of another dictator. Well, as you know, I mean, America, and I'm a firm believer in law and order, and that there has to be a process, due process, but it's very evident what happened. And as the Syrian government and as the Syrian people move forward, that can't be just lost on everybody. That actually needs to be, the stories need to be told, people need to be brought to justice, and but at the same time it needs to be done in an orderly way. And so I know that President Trump is a president that believes strongly in law and order, and I know that as we watch other countries around the world that have strong human rights policies, but also that are also going to follow the law and protect people. That's an important piece to all of this. But from what I've seen, I think lifting the sanctions would be very beneficial. And I understand why the people that I'm encountering and traveling with want the sanctions lifted. That's why I'm here, to actually see it for myself, from my own eyes, to see what are the differences. And we didn't have the opportunity to see what was behind the borders of Syria and what was actually happening because of the former dictator. But I would encourage any person to come to see what's happening, what's happened here, and the changes that are being made.